My dear children, welcome back to the second episode of Ramayana storytelling. How are you all today? I hope you are helping your parents while staying at home. Please remember, my dear children, Papa and Mama don't have help or maids right now and are both working, so they will be struggling to take care of you, the house, and the work. Any help that you can offer, doesn't matter how small that is, will be very big for your parents. So please do help them. Now, let us get back to the story. In our previous episode, we saw how Rama and his brothers were brought up and about their education. In today's episode, I will tell you about his life after he was grown up. When Rama and Lakshmana were with Saint Vishwamitra to protect his yagnas from the demon Taraka, Vishwamitra heard about Swayamvara of the Princess Sita organized by her father King Janaka and takes Rama and Lakshmana for his Swayamvara. Swayamvara was a practice in ancient India in which a girl to be married could choose the husband of her choice. Often, the Swayamvara would include a challenge that the suitors should win to be able to compete for the girl's hand. In this case, Sita's Swayamvara included the challenge that only the one who could shoot an arrow from the bow of the god Shiva called Pinaka can marry Sita. Children, this special bow was very powerful and magical. Even the strongest of men could not lift it. Forget about pulling the string to shoot the arrow. The bow was so powerful that the bad guys with bad intentions could not even touch it. But children, do you remember that I had told you Rama was a superhero? He was very strong and pure at heart. He not only lifted the bow, but also broke it while trying to shoot the arrow. After King Janaka came to know that Rama and Lakshmana were sons of King Dasharatha, he was very happy to get Rama married to Sita. Thus Sita chose Rama and married him. During the times of kings, once a prince comes of age, it is his duty to take over the throne of the kingdom and look after his citizens, thus freeing his old father from his duties. Hence King Dasharatha decided to crown his oldest son Rama as the new king. Kaikeyi's mate Manthara was very sad due to this decision. Children, there is a small story that goes around Manthara. Manthara was asked to take care of baby Bharata since he was born. Remember, Bharata's mama was Kaikeyi and Rama's mother was Kausalya. Though Rama was not her own son, Kaikeyi loved him more than her own son Bharata. This made Manthara jealous of Rama. Also, when Rama was a child, he was once playing with a bat and a ball. Suddenly, Manthara threw his ball far away and Rama got angry and hit her knees with the bat. Her knees were injured. Though Rama did not mean to do this intentionally, Manthara misunderstood that Rama is teasing her for being ugly. Children, in this picture, can you see a woman in green sari? She is Manthara. She had a hunchback, which means a lump on her back, and hence she was bent and could not walk straight. She also had wrinkles and marks on her face that made her look ugly. Thus Manthara wanted to take revenge against Rama and was waiting for an opportunity. After hearing about Rama to be crowned as a king, she badmouths Kaikeyi and tells her that if Rama becomes a king, her own son Bharata will be left alone without any power or wealth or kingdom to rule. Hence she tells Kaikeyi to ask Dasharatha her two boons or wishes he had granted long ago. Kaikeyi listens to her and asks for her two boons to Dasharatha. Her first wish was for sending Rama to Vanavasa for 14 years. Vanavasa means exile. Rama has to leave all his nice clothes, jewelry, power, food and palace and go and stay in a forest like an ordinary person and not like a prince. Her second wish was for Bharata to be crowned as a king. Though Dasharatha's heart is broken and he is very sad, he agrees to grant Kaikeyi's boon. In olden days, it was believed to be a sin or a very bad thing to break a promise. Hence Dasharatha had to agree to this. Rama was a very obedient son and always listened and respected his parents and gurus. Hence he respected his father's wish and agreed to go for 14 years of Vanavasa. Sita, being a very loyal wife, she also agreed to join Rama in Vanavasa. Remember, children, I had told you earlier that Lakshmana and Rama were very close to each other and were not just like good brothers but also best friends. Thus, Lakshmana also joined Rama and Sita for the Vanavasa. So, Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana together left all the luxuries and palace behind to head to the forest for Vanavasa. So, shall we end this episode here, children? What did we learn in today's episode? We learned that we should never insult or disrespect anyone for their looks. Doesn't matter how ugly they are or how black they are. Such people will already be very sad and hurt inside, and we will only make it worse when we don't show respect and love to them. Dear children, beauty and color is only what we see outside our body. Inside, we are all the same, beautiful children of God. We also learn that we should never break a promise once we give our word. It is not only disrespectful but also a sin. God will not like such people. Also, others will not believe in your promise the next time you make it. You may get in deep trouble someday and want to promise someone that you did not do it or you will change and nobody will trust you. Hence, children, never ever break a promise. So, did you like this episode, my dear children? If so, don't forget to remind your parents to show you more videos of Ramayana. Also, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. See you later, my dear children. Bye bye.